Hello and welcome to season 2, episode 9 of Gridiron Entertainment, the official podcast where we talk about football and football only. I'm Omar.
And I'm Mo.
And we are here again with another episode. I don't know if we should do these once a week, Mo. I mean, I'm thinking about maybe we should because there's just a lot to cover. And also we have like pretty conflicting schedules right now with you working and all that. So I don't know. We might have to talk about that off camera. But welcome to another episode. We got to start off today's episode with a few COVID outbreaks in the NFL. The Ravens placed defensive tackle Brandon Williams, defensive end Justin Meadow-Buque, linebacker Justin Houston, and defensive end Jalen Ferguson on the reserve/COVID-19 list. They're all going to be out for this Sunday's game against Detroit. Mo, how big of a loss is this for the Ravens as they're just losing depth on the D-line this weekend?
Yeah, man. I mean, Ravens, like they're just like injuries, like just injury city. Like I don't know, like I think there needs to be an investigation, like on the training, because like it must be like, it's like no way this many players are getting hurt. Like it's pretty crazy.
Well, they didn't get hurt. They're on the COVID list.
Or COVID.
Yeah, it's tough. I think that they need to get these vaccination rates up because you're losing a lot of depth on the D line. The pass rush is kind of going to be lacking this Sunday against Detroit, and it could have a big impact on the game. And I mean, it'll keep the Lions in it because I mean, if they can score, then the Ravens are going to be in a lot of trouble. But I mean, I can see this being a high-scoring game anyway. Other players that have made the COVID-19 list, Antonio Brown, still on the COVID-19 list. Looks like he is not going to play this Sunday. But I mean, with the Bucs, you can't really worry about all that because I mean, you have Mike Evans, you have Chris Godwin, Scotty Miller. You have a lot of good wide receivers. So I think that offense will be fine without AB for this week. And yeah, I mean, that's one of the other things that's going on. And yeah, he's questionable. He just has to be symptom free for the next 24 hours. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see with that. And I guess that's like the really big COVID outbreak with multiple players out. There's not a lot of other ones where multiple players are going to be out this Sunday. So that's like really the big COVID outbreak going on. Moving on, we're going to talk about a little bit about injuries. Okay. Last night, we saw some injuries happen. Christian McCaffrey injured his hamstring. He's going to be out for a few weeks. JC Horn avoided a torn ACL. He has a broken foot. He can
torn
still
Achilles.
Are you sure it's a torn Achilles? Because I'm seeing that. Oh,
like,
no.
Yeah, like people will say like he was like it looks like he tore his Achilles.
Oh man, that's tough.
But he just broke stuff in his bones in his foot.
That's tough. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens with that.
At least it's not a season ending.
Right? Yeah. I mean, that's fine too. I mean,
he's doing good.
Yeah, it would be a tragedy if they lose him for the year, if I'm being honest with you. Also, T. Higgins is listed as doubtful for Sunday's game, so that is looking like that he's not gonna play this week, which is gonna be kind of tough because they're gonna have to circle in on Jamar Chase now going forward. Carson Wentz practiced this morning, even though he has 2 sprained ankles. That's tough, honestly. Like that's going to be a tough loss for the Colts. But anyways, I feel like Carson Wentz with his injuries has kind of been holding them back. Mo, what do you think they should do at the quarterback position? Should they really let the second stringer go at it, or do you think that they should just let Wentz go if he's good to go?
Well, I mean, first off, like Colts, like, oh my God, their schedule is so hard. They literally play the Seahawks and then the Rams and then the Titans. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough stretch for them. And, they're already 0-2, which is not great. Right now, if they want to make the playoffs, is not looking likely because they got the Titans this weekend. Other injuries include Jarvis Landry. He's going to be out for a few weeks. He sprained his MCL. And D-Hop is a game time decision with ribs. So I don't know if he's going to be playing. He missed all 3 days of practice this week. Mo, how big of a loss will it be for D-Hop if he's out this game?
Well, I mean, that's their best receiver, so obviously that'll be a big loss.
Yeah. Do you think that they'll be fine without him for this game, or do you think it's going to be because they play the Jags? So I don't think
they'll be fine. It's the Jags, like probably the worst team in the league.
Yeah. Other injuries include Josh Jacobs. He is listed as doubtful for this Sunday against the Dolphins. It looks like that he's not going to play for the second straight week. I think that Kenyon Drake can still hold it down there, but it's not looking great. The Niners have problems at running back. 2 of the running backs are ruled out. Jermichael Hasty is ruled out, and Elijah Mitchell is doubtful. So Trey Sermon has cleared concussion protocols, and he will be the RB1 for the San Francisco 49ers. Mo, this is big. I mean, the Niners keep losing running backs left, right, and center. They're like the Ravens, but they're just losing everyone. What's going on?
Well, I mean, I have Trey Sermon in fantasy, so like this is good sign right there. And I mean, I have no idea, dude. Like the running backs are cursed. Like Raheem Mostert, first off, he's like literally his bones are made of glass. Like, oh my God, they're so fragile. Like he gets hurt so much. Like last year, like that dude was literally questionable for every single game. It's crazy. And then now he literally just got season-ending like surgery or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like, most definitely. Big Ben also has a pectoral injury, but he is not on the final injury report, so he looks like he's going to play this Sunday. Deontay Johnson is out, and TJ Watt is questionable with a groin injury. Now, all the injuries that I've listed for you, which injury makes the biggest impact? It's got to be for me. I don't know if you can agree with me on this. I think it's probably going to be Carson Wentz because, you know, you don't have a QB1. It's kind of like not really good for your organization.
Yeah. I mean, also, yeah, I'd say that is because like he literally sprained both of his ankles. Like, dang, that's tough.
Yeah.
Like
also,
one sprained ankles.
Yeah, that's like, okay, maybe you can tape it up, but both, it's kind of like the odds are against you.
Ankles?
I really don't know how he did it. I have to go back and check. I don't know how he did it. Another big one, really, to me, I think Christian McCaffrey is going to be pretty big because he is that offense when you think about it. I know Darnold did pretty good last Thursday night, but I mean, with CMC there, he changed that game. I know, like at the beginning, like the Texans kind of kept it close, but it kind of made an impact in the game. I know they got Chuba Hubbard, but the run game is going to be lacking a little bit for the Panthers going forward.
I mean, I got my boy DJ Moore. You know, he ate yesterday. So.
Yeah, my boy Sam Darnold ate yesterday as well. 25 points in fantasy. I take that any day of the week, so I'm okay with that. But yeah, those are like really the big injuries. I mean, Josh Jacobs out again, just kind of tragic if you ask me. Honestly, you know what I mean? Like people really down on him last year. I really thought that, you know, it's not the end of the world, but it's not a good look for him right now that he's missing 2 games in a row.
Is there any update on Tua?
Tua is out. He is not going to play. By the way, that's another injury. Tua is not playing. Jacoby Brissett will be the starting quarterback, which, I mean, I don't really have hope in the Dolphins right now. Literally, I think that if Deshaun Watson is acquitted of all the civil lawsuits, I'm really thinking like mid-October, early November, you make a trade. I think you go make that trade right now. If Tua's healthy by then, I think you make the trade.
Imagine they play bad to start off, and then they just get Deshaun Watson, and then they like run the table.
And make the playoffs.
That'd be a cool storyline.
Yeah, I know, right? And that's the thing. Like, I'm looking at these teams. Like, I think the Broncos are in good shape. They really don't have a hard schedule, if I'm being honest with you. I think Teddy is doing fine down there. But really, to me, it has to be Miami. I think Miami has to be the destination for Deshaun Watson if he's acquitted.
Or the Giants.
Or the Giants, yeah. If the Giants are actually kind of in it still. I mean, it's the NFC East. So, I mean, I guess by that point, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of teams still in the division in the running for that. So, a lot of big injuries, man. It's tough.
Like, would you rather see Deshaun Watson play in the AFC or the NFC?
I mean, I'd like for him to go to the Dolphins. I think that they have a better team. It's just like they're just lacking a quarterback. That's like the one thing I'll say. Because if he goes to the Giants, literally the Giants still have one of the worst offensive lines in the league. Their defense is not as good as we think it is. It's literally not that great. Also, they have receivers dropping passes. I mean, Darius Slayton last week dropped, you know, that should have been caught by him. I know it was a little bit overthrown, but he has to come down with that catch.
I mean, honestly, like I kind of want to see him play the Broncos because like their defense is really good and like they already have a good like system.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like the most realistic situation is going to the Dolphins because like Tua's hurt. It makes more sense.
And they have draft capital.
Yeah.
No, they have also another injury.
And they have a better coach.
Exactly.
The Broncos.
They do. Also, another injury, Bradley Chubb's going to be out for a couple months. He is out. He got surgery recently on his knee. So he's going to be out for about 6 to 8 weeks. So that's another big one, man. Bradley Chubb cannot stay healthy. That's really tough for them because him and
they got Von Miller.
Yeah, Von Miller's been doing pretty good actually. He ever since he came back from that injury, he's been lighting it up for them. But the Broncos have an easy way. Like, I mean, honestly though, like if I am being honest with you, if the Broncos actually really do want to take it to the next level, it's got to be Deshaun Watson, bro. Being honest with you, because look, their offense is stacked, their defense is stacked. They play a easy schedule. Their schedule is not hard at all. So that's one thing. But also, like the Dolphins, they have a stacked team. You really can't complain where else he goes because the Dolphins are ready. You know what I mean? They're both ready. Both teams are ready to go.
I mean, the thing is about the Broncos, like their division is kind of tough. They got the Chargers, they got the Chiefs, they got the Raiders. Oh yeah, the Raiders are like really underrated. I like the Raiders.
They are underrated. Derek Carr.
Their defense is their D lines are really good.
Yeah, Max Crosby is very underrated.
Yeah,
very underrated. But yeah, I guess that's all for the injuries that's going on right now. If there's anything going on. Oh yeah, 2 other players out. Anthony Barr out with a knee injury, and a rookie offensive tackle Christian Darrisaw out. That's a big loss on the offensive line for them.
Wow, a lot of injuries.
Yeah, and they're playing the Seahawks this weekend, so we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, a lot of injuries, man. It's football. What do you expect? So, yeah, tough. We'll see what happens with that. Next up, Josh Gordon has been reinstated in the league. He will be eligible week 4. Mo, we talked about this last week. And where do you think the best situation for Josh Gordon to go? Like, what do you think?
Well, I mean, it depends, like, if he could stay off the weed. But, I mean, if he can, I like to see him go to the Packers.
Okay. I think the Packers would be good.
The Ravens.
Yeah. I think both destinations sound great. I wonder if Josh Gordon's actually going to make an impact. He's kind of up there in age. He's like 32, 33 right now. I'm kind of not. I don't mind.
If he could play like 2013 Josh Gordon, then like I'll be happy.
Yeah, me too. But he just has to be careful. I mean, look, the NFL already made rules to their drug test policy. Okay, they can smoke marijuana during the off season, but not during the regular season, obviously, because if they're going to get drug tested again, and probably not going to lie to you, Josh Gordon's going to be selected for a lot of random drug tests because of his drug test history. So there's that as well. It's
going to be like 17 weeks, man. Like 17 weeks. Just don't do it. Like, damn. Unless you make the playoffs, and it'll be longer. But
I mean, there's CBD. There's alternatives that he can use, and he'll be fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's alternatives. But yeah, I mean,
how many times has he been like suspended?
I mean, this is like his 4th stint back in the league. I think this is the 4th time he's back, bro.
Yeah, he's the John Jones of the NFL.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd rather him be in trouble for marijuana than be in trouble for like sexual assault or anything worse. You know what I'm saying? Like weed is like, it's not as bad as people make it to be. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy that he's reinstated. Where will he sign? I don't know. But, we hope to see him on the team real soon. Will he be, maybe, I don't think he'll be back. I don't think he'll play week 4. I think maybe week 5, week 6, he'll probably sign with a team.
So it depends on where he'll go.
Yeah, exactly. It depends. So, yeah, Josh Gordon, welcome back to the league. Next headline today, Lions linebacker Jamie Collins is on the trade block. I didn't even know Jamie Collins was on the Lions, if being honest with you. Like, I literally did not know he was still there. I thought he was like, I don't know, just somewhere. Like, I didn't know he was still on the Lions. I guess that's just how bad the Lions are. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, Mo, let me ask you, where do you think Jamie Collins should go if he is traded? Because it looks like he is going to get traded real soon.
I mean, I don't know a team who needs a linebacker. I mean, maybe the Chiefs because their linebackers are pretty bad.
Okay. Chiefs is not a bad option. I'm thinking maybe he can go back to New England. He kind of knows the system. You know what I mean?
New England have good linebackers.
Yeah. But he would just add depth there. I think, Dolphins. I think Dolphins.
Packers because they need linebackers.
Yeah. I think if he can just do his job, because, I mean, if he can just, contribute a little bit, I think he'll fit anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't even know. Like, honestly, I read the headline, Jamie Collins on the trade block. I didn't even know he was on the Lions. I literally just forgot about him.
How old is he?
He's pretty
old, isn't he?
I think he's up there in age. Let's check it out. Actually, I didn't even check his age. Let's see. He is Oh, what the heck? Oh, he's 31.
Oh, he's getting up there.
He's getting up there. He can still contribute. I mean, last Monday night against the Packers, he had like 5 combined tackles, and 5 against the Niners too. But he is out obviously because he's on the trade block. So he's not. And I really wouldn't want to play someone that's about to get traded. So yeah, I mean, we'll see where he goes. I think he'll contribute anywhere he goes. I just don't think he fits the Lions. The Lions are in this full rebuild mode, like for the 5th time, or I don't even know how many times they've been in rebuild mode. They've always been in rebuild mode. I think ever since like Calvin Johnson retired.
I mean, I think Lions are a joke.
Oh, I think they are too. Who wants to play for Detroit? You literally go there to see your career die.
I think the Lions are like the new Browns.
Yeah. That's a good assumption, actually. Good comparison right there.
Except worse. The Lions are a worse franchise than the Browns.
Yeah, they are.
They haven't made the playoffs. Or they haven't won a playoff game in like 40 years or whatever.
Yeah. The Lions. We're just joking. We're just joking on them. I feel bad for the people of Detroit. They don't deserve this.
I mean, I don't like the Lions.
Yeah, because they treat players like they're terribly. I was happy Stafford got out of there. You see how he's doing?
I'm glad we destroyed them on Monday.
I mean, it was coming. Aaron Jones got 4 touchdowns. So, I mean, that's good for them. But yeah, Jamie Collins probably going to get traded sometime after this weekend. I can see the trade being quick. It's probably going to be like for a 6th round pick or something. I don't know if he's worth like a lot, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I don't know,
wow.
Yeah, just 6th round pick. I don't know, like, because what else does he have to offer at age 31? He's about to be 32 this year too. His birthday's in October. He's about to be 32.
Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, depth.
Yeah, depth. Hey, he'll help out with that. He's a veteran. He'll help the young guys. So that's something he can contribute with. But yeah, Jimmy Collins on the trade block. We'll see where he goes in the next few days or so. And next up, Odell Beckham Jr. is set to make his debut this Sunday. After 11 months on the shelf, torn ACL, he is about to make his debut. Mo, this is actually good timing for the Browns because honestly, losing Jarvis Landry is tough, and they really don't have a lot of contributors in the wide receiver position. How do you think Odell does this week?
I mean, I'm hyped because like it's felt like forever since we saw Odell. Like I like Odell.
Me too.
To succeed, and I think he will.
I think he will do this thing. I think he will too. I really like Odell. I really just want to see him shine in Cleveland. I actually thought he was going to get traded, and I still think he probably will get traded at the end of the season. Depends on how he does. But the Browns are like really needy at the wide receiver position, so I can see him just staying. Just because they have literally no one.
Yeah, I think he should stay. Like honestly, and I'm a Packers fan. Yeah, I think he should stay.
Yeah, I think he should stay too. I think Odell.
Like they're already building like a great foundation there.
Yeah, they are. I mean, their run game is fantastic. That 1-2 punch with Nick Chubb.
Yeah, my boy Nick Chubb got him in fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah. Aren't you like 0-2 in fantasy?
I mean, yeah. Do you know why? Because first off, that moron Tyreek Hill, and then that idiot Lamar Jackson, like they have to go for it and they have to get 1 yard, and I lost by 2 damn points. And you know what? Screw you. Okay. Our game, like the only person who did good for you was Amari Cooper. Like that's it. So I don't want to hear
Cooper Kupp. What about Cooper Kupp?
And that idiot Mike Gesicki. He got no receptions.
Yeah, I know. He did nothing. Sorry.
How do you get on the NFL field and you literally get no catches?
I'm surprised Tua didn't really dump it off to the tight end, if I'm being honest with you. I would assume.
Yeah, like last year, he passed it to Gesicki like all the damn time. And then now, no.
Yeah, no. Sorry, Mo. It's okay. It's only 2 weeks. You'll probably bounce back this week.
I mean, I made some moves, got my boy Chris Carson. So, yeah.
Do you want to tell them what you traded for Chris Carson?
Yeah, James Robinson, Kenny Galladay. That's not trade rape, idiot.
Kind of.
Stop saying that. No, it's not. Nate Robinson is good.
James Robinson, is he? I don't think Urban Meyer likes him, man.
He's a good player.
He's a good player. It's not his fault.
The Jags just pass it too much.
And they like to use Carlos Hyde a lot more, apparently.
That's so dumb. Carlos Hyde's like That dude is old as dirt.
Yeah, bro, he's like he's like 33. He's old.
Yeah.
Or
Dude's almost
32.
like his second year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know, but I really do hope James Robinson does turn it around. But yeah, Odell Beckham coming back this Sunday. I hope he gets like a touchdown or two, because honestly, it would be nice to see him get a couple touchdowns.
Also, Urban Meyer's terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, did you
He's
see what
not
he
good.
said? Did you see what he said? He said that every NFL team is like playing Alabama every week.
Well, obviously, because
Yeah, it's NFL. What do you expect? Like even like
every NFL team has like superstars.
even the team, even if a team goes 2-14, well now now it's gonna be like 2-15. Even if a team goes, they're not like that terrible. Yeah, like okay, their record shows, but I mean they still have superstars on their team. So I mean, you took the job, you got to commit to it, and I really don't know if Urban Meyer's going to commit to it. But yeah, before we go off topic, we gotta like move on to the next segment. Justin Fields finally will officially make his start for the Chicago Bears this Sunday. Andy Dalton is out with an injury. Mo, how do you think Justin Fields would do in his debut?
Well, first off, I'm pissed off. I think they should have kept Andy Dalton. I think that would have been better because screw the Bears. The Bears lose, the world wins. Okay, screw the Bears. Okay, hashtag screw the Bears.
Okay, but Andy Dalton's out with an injury though. How can you play with an
injury?
Hey man, look, I'm happy for Justin Fields because I know he's a superstar, and I know he's gonna prove everyone wrong. He plays the Browns.
I mean, you said that. You probably said that about.
Who did I say that about?
You probably said that about freaking Jamarcus Russell back then.
I don't think I did ever. I don't think I ever did. I'm sorry. Hey man, you gotta just like
no. You probably said that about Mark Sanchez back then when you were a Jets fan.
Yeah.
And now you're a bandwagon.
Sorry. I mean, I don't want to be a Jets fan anymore. It's how it is.
They have a bright future now.
They don't. They literally don't. It got even worse. Sam Darnold was not the problem. Okay. You see how bad Adam Gase is? See what happens when Adam Gase leaves? Good things happen.
He's pretty bad.
Yeah. But yeah, Justin Fields, I'm excited. I think he's going to do great. He plays the Browns. I think it's going to be a good, well-fought game.
I mean, the Browns defense is good, so good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, I hope he passes it to Allen Robinson, which I think he will.
I hope he does too. I mean, because Allen Robinson and Darnell Mooney, if you can get it to Darnell Mooney, that would be nice too. Darnell Mooney's pretty good. But yeah, Justin Fields making a start. I'm excited. I think he's going to do great things for Chicago. I think they found their quarterback. I hope I'm not wrong about this because Justin Fields, I think he should have gone top 4. Still to this day, think he should have gone top 4. No one believes me. That's fine. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, not going to lie to you. He should have been in the Broncos uniform. I think the Broncos should have gotten him. But, they got Teddy. But then again, I would have gone Justin Fields, in my opinion.
Damn.
Yeah.
Probably unless he's like a bust.
Yeah, unless he's a bust, but we can't really tell. But I think Justin Fields is going to have a Herbert-like rookie year. You know how Herbert does his rookie year? He's going to do the same thing. Not break the rookie. I really don't know who's going to break it. I don't even know if anyone's going to break it right now. These rookie QBs aren't really fantastic.
It feels like that record gets broken every single year.
Yeah, but dude, Trevor Lawrence is not his fault. He's actually not the problem. Like Jacksonville is so bad everywhere else that it's not him. He's literally not the problem.
Well, they pass it way too much. That's the issue. Why would you give a rookie QB 50 throws?
That's what they did to Burrow last year. That's what they did to Burrow last year too.
Well, I mean, Joe Mixon was hurt.
Yeah. James Robinson's not hurt, so please start James Robinson. Please use him, utilize him. He's really good. They just don't. But yeah, Justin Fields is gonna light it up. I believe in him. Chicago, Cleveland this weekend. Mo, all right, we got our NFL predictions. Are you ready? Okay, so I'm just gonna let you know. I don't know who you picked for the Texans game. You obviously picked the Panthers, right?
Oh, I forgot to do pick 'em.
It's fine. You missed one game. It's okay. You missed one game.
Yeah.
So who do you have picked? You would have picked the Panthers, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, of course. All right, so let's get started. First game of the weekend, we got the Washington football team traveling to Buffalo to take on the Bills. The Bills are a 7-point favorite. The Bills are coming off a huge win over the Dolphins, shutting them out. Washington coming off a Thursday night win against the Giants. Mo, who do you got?
I got the Bills, man. Like when I saw Washington play against the Giants, like I don't know, like their defense was just like I don't know what was going on, and I think Buffalo, like I think like this is the game where Josh Allen like fully goes into the gear
Mm-hmm.
and just starts going off.
Okay. I actually like that. I mean, I'm gonna go with the Bills as well. I think that week one against the Steelers, I don't know, Josh Allen looked off. But then again, he played against the Steelers defense, which has like one of the best D lines in the league. Now he's going up against another great D line in Washington. Heineke is now the starter, and I think he's going to do fine. I really think I would prefer Heineke over Fitzpatrick because I feel he's younger. Fitzpatrick's just there to teach him. But I got the Bills. I mean, you can't really go wrong with their team. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, their defense put on a clinic. Even though Tua did get hurt, they still did pretty well. And yeah, I mean, that's the only reason why I'm going with the Bills. And they're a 7-point favorite. I really don't like that line. I think this game's going to be a bit closer than we think. I really don't think it's going to be a 7-point game by the end of it. I mean, because the Washington's not that bad. They're just really lacking at the quarterback position, if I'm being honest with you. And maybe linebackers, but they're fine everywhere else besides that. So
It's not that they're a bad team. It's just Buffalo is better than them.
I know they are, but yeah, I'm gonna get the Bills on this one. They're at home, they're in front of the fans. I think this is their first game in front of the fans too. I think this is their first home game. Yeah, because they played the Steelers in Heinz Field and they played the Dolphins in Miami. So yeah, I think this game is in. I might be wrong, but anyways, they're playing in Buffalo. So yeah, give me the Bills on this one. I think they're going to take it. Next up, we got Chicago traveling to Cleveland to take on the Browns. The Bears have Justin Fields as their starting quarterback, coming off a win against the Bengals. The Browns coming off a win against, who did the Browns play last week? The Texans. And the Browns are a 7.5-point favorite. I don't like the line unless Justin Fields plays really bad. So I want to ask you, who do you got on this one?
I got the Browns easily. I mean, it's a rookie QB. The nerves are gonna get to Justin Fields, I feel like, and yeah, I think Browns are just gonna win. They're the better overall team.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's gonna get to Justin Fields because he's played in big games before. I think he's meant for it. You know what I mean?
This isn't college anymore. This is NFL.
I know,
Okay?
I know, but that's not what I mean. Like, I think he can take on the pressure. He's ready. He's been ready since he got drafted. Okay. The Browns.
You really like Justin Fields, don't you?
I do.
Well, guess what? Okay, and he's on the Bears. The Bears are a joke.
I don't hate the Bears.
Well, you should hate them.
Okay.
I'm glad they're not good.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 2 weeks, dude. You can't really assume a team is bad after 2 weeks. Yeah, you could, but not them because they're one.
They had like one fluke season.
Yeah, but look, Chicago still has a really good. Their offensive line's pretty bad. Their offense, like weapons wise, are great. David Montgomery, Darnell Mooney, Allen Robinson, Cole Kmet is coming to his own as the tight end one there. Their defense is still really good. I think this game's going to be close. I don't see the Browns blowing them out because Baker has a tendency to throw picks. It's just a Baker thing. But I think that the Browns, like you said, they're the better overall team. So yeah, I'm going to take Cleveland in this one. I think they should win this game, not comfortably, but I think that they should be able to come out with a win here. Next up, we got the Ravens traveling to Detroit to take on the Lions. The Ravens are a 7.5-point favorite. The Ravens coming off a big win against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Lions coming off a disappointing loss against the Packers. Mo, who do you got?
I mean, obviously, out of the Lions. No,
okay.
I'm just kidding. Out of the Ravens. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious. The Ravens, they're way better. The Lions are the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think Lamar is just going to destroy that defense.
Yeah, me too. I got the Ravens in this one. I think Detroit, they got a lot of young guys. They're not really good at a lot of positions right now. Besides maybe the offensive line is actually kind of decent. Piniso is coming to his own. TJ Hawkinson's still there, top 5 tight end. And yeah, I mean, the Ravens, look, Lamar, he played a fantastic game against the Chiefs. And I think that the Ravens are going to keep it going. So yeah,
I
Ravens 7.
mean, and in the Chiefs game, he threw like 2 picks in like the first quarter.
Okay, but who won?
Okay, well, first off, it's because Clyde fumbled.
Yeah, I know. And you thought you won in fantasy that
This
game.
just
So,
shows. This just shows how lucky of a team the Ravens are. They always get lucky with like these situations.
dude, you can't say that. We were down the whole game. You can't say that we got lucky against the Chiefs. The Chiefs, look, first off, the Chiefs were hot in the first half. Okay. The second half, they decided to give the ball to Clyde and he fumbled. So, I mean,
Okay, but I mean, the Chiefs, like they have Patrick Mahomes.
obviously, Patrick Mahomes is great. So, what's your point?
But Tyreek Hill, that moron, only had 3 catches.
Dude, okay, they locked him up. What do you want him to do?
That pisses me off.
Okay, bro, I'm sorry that
I
your
would have
favorite
won.
I'm sorry that your fantasy player got locked up. That's not their fault, okay? It's not Tyreek Hill's fault.
No, the Ravens should have left him open.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that would have been nice. No. But yeah, I mean, the Ravens, I think they're going to take.
Also, how do
Uh-huh.
you beat the Chiefs but you lose to the Raiders?
We were off, but if we play them again, I know we would beat them. I know if we play them again, we would beat them. That game was a fluke. We should have won that game. So,
Wow.
yeah, that's my take. I think we would have been the Raiders week 1 if we actually buckled down because we gave up too many big plays. And Villanueva actually played kind of decent against the Chiefs. So that's actually kind of nice to see at left tackle. So yeah, I mean, look, Lions just have a lot of work to do. Ravens, I got them. They should be able to win this game comfortably. Even with some of their D linemen on the COVID list, I think they should be able to win. Next, we got the Colts traveling to Tennessee to take on the Titans. The Colts coming off a loss against the Rams, and the Titans coming off a big win against the Seahawks. The Titans are a 5.5-point favorite. Mo, who do you got?
Out of the Titans.
Why do you have the Titans?
I mean, like I think they're like starting to get in. Like last game, they made a comeback against the Seahawks, and like Derrick Henry just went off, and Julio did pretty good, and like he had a touchdown like robbed.
He did have a touchdown robbed. I mean, Julio had 100 yards receiving last game, and yeah, he had that touchdown robbed. I saw that, and you know who else we saw? We saw King Henry come to life week 2 of the season. You know, mid-season form Henry just came alive all of a sudden. Like, isn't that crazy? He just took over the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, Henry came off a big game, broke off a big 60-yard run, like pretty much turned the tides for that game. And yeah, I mean, the Titans, I think they're kind of picking it up. I think they're picking it up. I think the Colts they have a lot of problems. Okay. Carson Wentz keeps getting hurt. They need to emphasize more in the run game. I think they got to give Jonathan Taylor the ball a little bit more. Their secondary is still not great. They got torched, and I think they're going to get torched again by AJ Brown and Julio Jones. So yeah, I mean, Titans are a 5.5-point favorite. I'll take that line. Give me the Titans in this one. Next, we got the Chargers traveling to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. The Chargers coming off a loss against Dallas, and the Chiefs coming off a loss against the Ravens. The Chiefs are a 7-point favorite. Mo, who do you think is going to take this one?
This is gonna be a very good game. But I think the Chiefs are gonna take this one. I think it's gonna be a close game until like the fourth quarter, and then like the Chiefs are gonna like take the W.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Herbert and the Chargers I heard they did get robbed against the Cowboys, but like I think they're gonna keep it close, honestly, against the Chiefs.
I think they will. First off, it's a division game, and the Chargers play hard against the Chiefs. I remember last year they did. And, I think it's going to be closer than what people think. I don't think the Chiefs at 7-7 is a good line. But obviously, when the Chiefs lose a game, you already know they're going to bounce back. Mahomes is mad. They're all mad from what happened against the Ravens. They should have won that game. They felt like they should have won, but they didn't get the job done. And, obviously, I think Tyreek Hill is going to come back and he's going to go off against the Chargers because that's what he does. He usually goes off against them. And yeah, and I really don't know about Clyde. I really don't know what they're going to do with him. I don't know if they're going to really trust him as much because of that fumble. But you can't really, doubt the Chiefs after one loss. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to take the Chiefs, and I think the Chiefs are going to come back strong, and I'm not really worried about them at all. Yeah, give me that. Give me the Chiefs over the Chargers. Next, we got the Saints traveling to Foxborough take on the New England Patriots. The Patriots are a 3-point favorite. Mo, who do you got?
Honestly, I think I have the Saints. I think the Saints are gonna win.
Okay.
It says here like 54% pick the Patriots,
Yeah.
but I think the Saints are gonna win because I mean I feel like the Patriots like they're a good team, but like they're gonna have their hiccups. I feel in the season, like, and I feel like I mean the Saints they play terrible against the Panthers, but I feel like they're gonna edge the Patriots. This is gonna be like a low scoring game. I feel like
Okay.
with like a lot of field goals.
That's fine. And I mean, 3-point favorite for the Patriots. I mean, it makes sense. It's going to be close. We kind of don't know these teams way too well. We saw the Saints, like they just beat the Packers, and the week after that, they get destroyed by the Panthers. Just really, really weird. We saw Jameis Winston, and he did not play his best. But I'm going to go with the Patriots. I really like Mac Jones. I really like their defense. Their defense is really good. I know they beat the Jets last week, and the Jets are pretty much like a joke. But the Patriots, I don't know. I got a good feeling about them taking this one. I really don't know about Jameis. Like I know he had a hit. I know he had a bad game week 2. He could possibly bounce back week 3, but I don't know. Like I really do think the Patriots. They have first off. I mean, it's going to be battle of the coaches. You know, whoever makes the right calls are going to win. But I just feel like the Patriots are balanced. I know Mac Jones still young, still a rookie. But yeah, like I just think that the Patriots. I think that they're kind of like they're an interesting team. They're both interesting teams because new starting quarterbacks and everything. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to take the Patriots. It's going to be a very close game. Low scoring. I could see that being like I could see it being like a 16-13 game, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'll take the Patriots on this one. Yeah. All right, next up, we got the Falcons traveling to MetLife to take on the Giants. Both teams are 0-2. The Giants are a 3-point favorite going into this game. Mo, who do you got?
I have the Giants. I mean, same thing with the Saints Patriots. I think this is just gonna be a really low scoring game. Dude, the Falcons are like actually terrible. Like, oh my god, their defense sucks. Matt Ryan sucks. Like, oh my god.
They literally have no running game either. Like they have Cordell Patterson, who's a wide receiver, playing running back. So
Wait, really?
yeah. I think he had like 2 touchdowns last Sunday.
So he changed positions.
He's a hybrid.
Oh,
He's a hybrid.
dang.
But yeah, I mean, the only thing that's really holding that Falcons team together is Calvin Ridley because he just keeps amazing us. Like honestly, he's really holding it down on the offense.
How's Kyle Pitts doing?
He's doing all right. I don't think he's involved, but he just hasn't really had that breakout game yet. So I think he's still going to be great. Just got to take some time. And he's on the Falcons too, so you got to cut him some slack. I got the Giants as well. I think that they played a good game against Washington. They just had a couple. They had a few hiccups, like Darius Slayton should have caught the ball. A few other things happened during the game. Their defense is not as good as we think it is. It was like last year they were like one of the best defenses in the league, and literally right now I don't see them as like a fantastic defense. But I still think that the Giants are a little bit better than the Falcons. I think the Falcons really got to just pull the plug on the Matt Ryan experiment and just draft a quarterback next draft. Just my opinion. I don't know because the draft class is kind of weak. I'm not gonna lie to you. The draft class is looking really weak right now for college.
I mean, it's still early.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to take the Giants. I think the Giants, I want to see Saquon get a touchdown. Being honest with you. I don't like seeing that Daniel Jones leads the Giants in rushing, okay? It needs to change.
Yeah.
So, yeah, give me the Giants. And yeah, facts. And give me the Giants in the close one, like a low.
I mean, the Giants' O-line's so bad, though.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's been terrible.
Saquon can't run.
Yeah. It's not his fault, but he's put in this situation. What can he do about it, So, we'll see what happens. I hope he really does get a touchdown, though. I really want him to get his touchdown. But yeah. Next up, we got the Bengals traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. The Steelers are a 3-point favorite. Obviously, we heard about Big Ben's pec injury, but he's going to play it out. Mo, who do you got in this one? It's going to be an interesting AFC North battle.
This is going to be an interesting battle. But dude, honestly, when you have TJ Watt against the Bengals O-line, there's going to be damage. So, I mean, I think I got the Steelers on this one.
Yeah. You know what? I agree with you on that. I got the Steelers as well. I think that their D line is one of the best. TJ Watt's a stud. You know, the secondary is still pretty good. The Bengals, look, they're a nice young team, right? It's just the offensive line. If the Bengals had a decent offensive line, they'd probably be like in the playoff. They'd be in the playoff hunt. Like they would be, you know what I mean? Like they would just be there.
Yeah.
But look, they have time. They found their quarterback in Joe Burrow, which I'm happy about. Jamar Chase is balling out, 7 receptions, 155 yards, and 2 touchdowns so far, looking really, really good. But I think that the Steelers are just a little bit better. I think that, they have this win now mode going on. The Bengals are still kind of like in that rebuilding phase. They're almost there, but they're not there just yet. But yeah, I think the Steelers are going to take this one. I think last week's hiccup against the Raiders really caught them off guard. And yeah, I mean, give me the Steelers in this one. And I think it's going to be a 3-point game, honestly. They're 3-point favorites.
The
And I think
problem with the Steelers, though, like their injuries, they have injuries.
Yeah, I know that's the thing. I mean, what can they do about that? But I mean, the Steelers, I just think they're just a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens with that. I got the Steelers on this one. Next up, we got the Cardinals traveling to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. The Cardinals are a 7.5-point favorite. Mo, who do you got?
The Cardinals. Are you kidding me? After seeing what they did, Kyler Murray, oh my God, he's been killing it so far. Like, oh my God, he's so good.
Yeah, he already has 7 touchdown passes on the year. I mean, he's playing great. He's a potential MVP candidate. So there's that.
Yeah, I mean, the Cardinals easily. Cardinals by like 20, honestly.
Okay.
Like the Jags just suck.
The Jags are one of the weirdest teams I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, they got Trevor Lawrence, who I think he's good. It's not his fault. They're just bad everywhere else. You know what I mean? They're just really bad everywhere else. They literally don't have a good team. And I really don't know if Urban Meyer's the guy. Like I told you, I really don't think he wants to be there. If he didn't want to, he should have just not interviewed for the job. This is my opinion. They should have gone the enemy from the Chiefs. I think that he would have been a better fit there. And they should have hired him. That's just my opinion, because he deserves a head coaching job. But yeah, I just don't think the Jags, like they got a long way to go. And I mean, the Cardinals are playing lights out football. They're on fire. They're just hitting on all cylinders right now. They're one of the hottest teams in the NFL. So yeah, I mean, give me the Cardinals, and I think it's going to be by 20. I think it's going to be.
And they got Chandler Jones.
Yeah, Chandler Jones playing out of his mind this season. So. But yeah, like I mean, the Cardinals, I think they're just doing so well, and I don't think that Jacksonville will put up a good fight against them. I'll take that line 7.5 for the Cardinals. And plus, I mean, I know D-Hop is a game time decision, but I don't think it's going to be a big problem.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we got our first 4:00 game. We got the Jets traveling to Denver to take on the Broncos. The Broncos are a 10.5-point favorite. Mo, who do you got?
The Broncos easily. This is another easy one. The Jets, I mean, dude, what, like they just played terrible last week.
Yeah, they did.
Zach Wilson threw like 4 picks.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a point where he had like 4 completions and 4 picks.
That's sad.
Yeah. That was bad. And did you see that like video where like this kid did like an analysis of a play, and there was like those 2 people, like players, just standing there?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was pretty. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on this. I think the Jets, they're just really bad. Look, they got a lot of draft picks. I think that they just got to hit them and they'll be fine. Zach Wilson, I don't know if he's the problem or if it's the offensive line. I think it's a little bit of both. He does. I feel like he does rush his decisions. I saw the game tape. He just rushes it, and it's not good. The Broncos, they haven't really played any good competition yet so far. I know they're 2-0. Teddy Bridgewater's been playing pretty decent. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, losing Jerry Jeudy kind of sucks, but Courtland Sutton is picking up, and I'm happy for him because he was coming off a season-ending injury last year. But I think Teddy Bridgewater, he's just a game manager. He can do the job. He'll be safe. He's like Tyrod Taylor. He just does the safe thing. So yeah, I mean, I'm giving the Broncos on this one, and they're playing at home, 10.5-point favorite. Yeah, I think the Broncos got this easily in the bag. They're going to be 3-0, and I think that the Broncos probably have the easiest schedule in all of the NFL too, if I'm not mistaken.
They usually have like the hardest.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
I remember like 3 or 4 years ago, they'd always have the hardest schedule.
Yeah, they would. They always would. But and I mean their team is good. It's just a quarterback. And I think Teddy, he's doing fine. Do I think he's long term? Absolutely not. I don't think he's long term for sure. But you know what? It's better than Drew Lock starting.
Facts.
Yeah. So yeah, give me the Broncos in this one. Next up, we got the Dolphins traveling to Vegas to take on the Raiders. The Raiders are a 3.5-point favorite. Interesting line, even after Tua is out with bruised ribs. Mo, who do you think is going to take this one?
The Raiders, like easily. Like the Dolphins right now, they're like pretty dysfunctional. If you ask me, I mean, Tua got hurt. It feels like the Dolphins don't want him to be their QB.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just feel like it's dysfunctional. And that's why they need to get Deshaun Watson. And I mean, the
Yeah.
Raiders, like they're looking hot right now. You know, they beat the Ravens week 1 in overtime.
They beat the Steelers week 2.
Yeah,
So
they're
I
looking.
mean,
Derek Carr looking good, and like the
mhm.
defense looking good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with you. Also with the Dolphins, I just want to say, like, where is the run game? Like, why aren't they running the ball with Myles Gaskin? Like, what are they doing? They're just playing running back roulette like all week. Literally, they cannot get a run game going for their lives.
and he's a solid like running back. He's not like he's trash.
Yeah, I know he is. They just don't use him. I don't know why they don't utilize him just to take the pressure off Tua. Like, honestly, I'm already seeing this right now. Like you said, I don't think they really want Tua either. I don't see that they want him there. They didn't even vote him as a captain. They didn't even vote him as a captain. And this guy's supposed to lead your franchise. But guess what? Their team is probably not behind him. I'm being honest with you. I don't think they're behind Tua at all. I really don't think they like him there. And I feel bad for Tua because I mean, yeah, he has the injuries, kind of sucks. But you know, if you don't have a franchise behind you, like that just kills your whole morale.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
you know.
And
So
I don't know what's up with like NFL teams. Like they have decent running backs, but they don't use them.
yeah, they don't. They don't use them at all. And that's the problem I have with the Dolphins. Like your team is good. Just run the ball. Like take the pressure off your quarterback. Like Jacoby Brissett is going to start for you, and he's okay. Like he's not good, but he's okay. And you know, obviously, you have good pass catchers there. You got Will Fuller coming back. You got Devontae Parker. You got Mike Gesicki. Like utilize them. I don't know why they're not. Their defense is already stacked, and they're going to keep relying on the defense all year, which is I hate that for them because their offense has a lot of potential, but they're not showing it. And you know, the difference is with the Raiders. I mean, Derek Carr, he's looking great. You know, even with all the trades they made on the offensive line during the offseason, they're still doing fine. And their defense has improved drastically too. And Darren Waller is showing why he's going to get paid big money on the offseason. So I mean, yeah, and the Raiders, like you said, hottest team. Do I think they keep it up? I really don't think so. I don't think they will because this is something that the Raiders do. Remember, they were hot last year. I think they were like 6-2, and they ended up missing the playoffs.
Yikes.
Yeah. So yeah, but I got the Raiders. I think the Raiders got this. I don't know why the Raiders are a 3.5-point favorite. I guess it's because the Dolphins defense might keep them in the game. But that's like the only thing. I think that if the Dolphins defense plays good and just gets the offense with good field position, I think that the Dolphins will have a chance. But I think the Raiders, I mean, they're hot right now. You can't really bet against them. Give me the Raiders 3.5. I'll take that line any day of the week. So yeah. Next up, big game, America's game of the week. We got the Bucks traveling to LA to take on the Rams. The Bucks are a 1.5-point favorite. This is actually Tom Brady's first game in Los Angeles. He has never played in Los Angeles before. This is the first time he's playing there.
Really?
Yeah. I read the stat like a couple days ago. This is apparently his first game in LA. So
I'm actually shocked. Like he's played like almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Never played in LA.
Crazy, right? You know,
I mean, I think this is game of the week, honestly. Like this is gonna be a great game.
Mhm.
Just like both great teams battling it out.
Mhm.
I think I think the Bucks are gonna win though.
Yeah.
Because like Tom Brady, he's literally just like playing like he's still in his prime. And you know, I mean, I think like, this is gonna be a very like both defenses are amazing, like top 5 defenses in the league.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be high scoring or low scoring. I think it's gonna be high scoring.
Mhm.
But I mean, yeah, I'm excited to watch it. It's gonna be a great game.
Yeah, I agree with you. I got the Bucks as well. I think that they're playing like They're playing great football right now. Obviously, I know they played the Cowboys and the Falcons, but still, like when you have Tom Brady with that type of offense, you really can't go wrong. The Rams are looking like Super Bowl contenders as well. This could potentially be an NFC Championship game. Like honestly, I can see it happening again. I can see them meeting again the NFC Championship because they're just both really well-rounded teams. Great coaches, great defenses. It's going to be a fun game. This might be the best game of the year, if I'm being honest with you. This could actually be one of those games. It has the potential. It's in SoFi Stadium. It's going to be an amazing atmosphere. But give me the Bucks. Like, this is going to be a really, really good game. I'm actually really excited to see this. Stafford and Brady going at it. It's going to be a fun game to watch.
Facts.
Yeah. Next up, we got the Seahawks traveling to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. The Seahawks are a 2-point favorite. The Vikings are 0-2. They lost a couple of heartbreakers. Mo, who do you got in this one?
I had the Seahawks. I mean, honestly, the Vikings are a complete joke. I mean, they literally choked both of their games, like pretty like embarrassingly. I mean, literally, who they lose first? The Bengals.
Yep.
Yeah, they lost to the Bengals in overtime, and then you lose to the Cardinals from like a missed field goal. Like,
Vikings
and now they're
luck.
playing the Seahawks, which are like a great team. So, yeah, I have the Seahawks winning.
I think this is going to be a high-scoring game, if I'm being honest with you. I also have the Seahawks in this one. The offense has not really been the problem for the Vikings. I think Kirk Cousins has been playing pretty well with Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen there. I think they've both been playing great. But you got to give it up for Russell Wilson, man. Like he is balling out. I feel like people don't give him the credit where he deserves. Tyler Lockett is actually like, he's great. Here's the thing. I think the Seahawks don't really know how to use DK Metcalf. That's what I think is going on. And Tyler Lockett is the wide receiver one there. After these like 2 weeks, I think Tyler Lockett is wide receiver one. Showing that consistency. I love it.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Bro, they're not really utilizing. I really don't know about DK. I mean, he's doing fine, but no one really like talks about him that much.
Dang, you really think he's wide receiver one? That's an interesting take.
Yeah. I think Tyler Lockett is wide receiver one. I really think he is. I think he's been consistent. He's always a reliable weapon for Russell Wilson. And he's been torching defenses so far. And I think he will do the same thing with the Vikings because honestly, the Vikings secondary is bad. Anthony Barr is out this week. And I really think the Vikings are really holding down the defense is holding them back. I don't think it's the offense. Like Kirk Cousins is playing fine. Like he's not playing that bad. He's not making bad mistakes. Like he's not making terrible reads as well. Dalvin Cook is also playing pretty good, but he's questionable. Yeah, he's questionable, might not play. I think he will, but we'll have to wait and see. I think the Seahawks are just way too good. I think they're a little bit better. These games between them are usually close. I remember, I think it was maybe 2 years ago, they had a close nail biter game. These teams fight. They fight. I think it's going to be
Blair Walsh.
And Blair Walsh, yeah. So, and just the Carl Joseph, man, missing that kick for the Vikings, they would have been the Cardinals if he did not miss that kick. But,
I'm glad the Vikings are losing because I hate the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I see Vikings fans just just cry, I'm just happy,
Oh wow, you really get off of that, huh? It makes you happy. That makes you happy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean honestly, the Vikings are a good team. I think they're like the best 0-2 team right now. Looking at all the other 0-2 teams, they're probably the best. But give me the Seahawks. They're just a lot better than them, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game as well. Both defenses aren't fantastic, so I think it's going to come down to the wire. And I would give it to Russell Wilson. Like, I think he's going to clutch it out.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Next up, we got the Packers traveling to Levi Stadium to take on the 49ers. The Packers coming off a big win against the Lions, and the Niners are coming off a win against the Eagles. Very close game, actually. The Niners are a 3-point favorite going into this game. Also, fun fact, actually just found this out yesterday. Jimmy Garoppolo is 2-0 against the Packers as starting quarterback. Mo, who do you got?
Dude, I mean, I hate the 49ers. Like, honestly, I actually don't like them.
I know why you don't like them, because they beat you all the time.
Yeah. Funny idiot. Yeah, how about we meet in real life? Let's see if you keep talking that crap, idiot.
Wait, what? Say
Yeah,
that
how
again?
about we meet in real life? Let's see if you talk that crap,
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
idiot. Anyways, so like obviously I have a hatred for the 49ers, but I mean they literally almost lost to the Eagles. Like I don't know why or like how.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean I think the Packers are gonna win this. Like
Yeah.
people overreacting per usual
Mhm.
when the Packers lost week one. I mean, including you. Like you overreacted like crazy. And
Yeah, because you
uh
got destroyed by
okay,
35
yeah,
points.
yeah, and you lost the Raiders.
Okay, we didn't get blown out, but okay. Proceed.
Yeah. So I think the Packers like they literally like they played so good
Uh-huh.
against the Lions. And like I think 49ers, they have no run game. Um I'm not a big fan of Jimmy G, like honestly.
Injuries also, don't forget about that. The
Yeah,
Niners they're plagued with injuries.
yeah, all the time. They always
Hmm.
have injuries.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think and my boy Devontae Adams,
Hmm.
like I don't know anyone on the 49ers who can guard him. So like, yeah.
Yeah, and usually Devontae Adams does really good against the Niners as well. Remembering last year, he went off.
Yes, sir. My boy Devontae Adams, best receiver in the league.
Right now, currently,
Yeah.
really, I think so far. I mean, I think so far it's kind of in D Hop when you're looking at it.
Wow.
I think right now it's
Disrespecting
kind.
Devontae Adams.
I like Devontae Adams. He's top three no matter what. But I think D Hop so far he's been killing it. Can't
Well,
really can't can't really deny that. So
I
yeah,
mean,
I
I,
mean,
I mean, like,
uh-huh.
I mean, that's like it's only been like 3 weeks.
It's fine. I'm still sticking with it right now. My opinion will probably change throughout the midseason, but I think right now, D Hop is the best. Right now, he is the best. I also have the Packers. I really think the Niners, they just got a lot of problems. I'm not. Trey Sermon is going to make his debut as a starting running back. He did play. It's not his debut, but he's going to be RB1. I really don't trust Jimmy Garoppolo as much. I don't like the competition they played first off. They played the Lions and they played the Eagles. I don't really think that's great
Oh yeah, and
competition.
did you hear that Matt LaFleur and Kyle Shannon have like drama?
Yeah, they do because he was trying to trade for Aaron Rodgers, but they had some beef in the offseason.
Yeah, what a moron! Like, why would the hell would you try to ruin the Packers by trying to get Aaron Rodgers?
Because Aaron Rodgers is a Niners fan. He's from California. Kind of makes
Okay, well
sense for
that's their
him.
fault for not drafting them.
Yeah, I know it is their fault.
If they liked
That's
them, they
big time their fault. 110% blunder. But I mean, still, like if they want to get him back, they're gonna try. It's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I would do that too. If I could trade for Aaron Rodgers, I would do it too. Being honest with you, but as I was saying before, the Niners, first off, like their D line still really good. Still got Nick Bosa. He's still a stud. They got
I
Fred
completely
Warner.
forgot about him.
They got Fred Warner, stud. Their secondary is still really a big question mark for me. I don't really trust them that much. The Packers, they have a few injuries, but I don't think it's going to hold them back way too much. I think Aaron Rodgers, he's shutting the critics down. I don't know why you doubt him after 1 week. Is Aaron Rodgers? He'll bounce back. Can't really, you can't keep hating on him forever. He's Aaron Rodgers. He's top two quarterback in the league. But yeah, like I think that the Packers are going to take this one. I feel like recently after that NFC Championship game, the Packers have had the Niners number, and I think they're going to keep it that way for now. I just don't think the Niners. I don't think they're it right now. Like if they're fully healthy, maybe, but it's just they're just too much of a liability at this point. Give me the Packers and the Niners. I mean, they're a favorite. I understand why they're a favorite, but I wouldn't have them. I wouldn't have the Niners by 3. I think the Packers are going to cover no matter what.
Well, yeah, I mean, like you said, like I think since the 2019 NFC Championship game, we've like destroyed them ever since because like we are a better team than them.
Yeah, I know because they had that their first year coach who had a plan, and now people kind of caught on to it.
Yeah, because they just run too much.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but yeah, give me the Packers. Like no questions asked, and I think it's gonna be a good game too. By the way, I don't think it's gonna be a bad game. But yeah, And the last game, Monday Night Football, we got the Eagles traveling to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. The Cowboys are a 3.5-point favorite. Eagles coming off a loss against the Niners, and the Cowboys are coming off a win against the Chargers. Mo, who do you got?
I got the Cowboys,
Okay.
but I think this is gonna be a great game. Honestly, I mean, it's division rivalry. It's an NFC East division rivalry, so it's gonna be a good one. But I mean, I think I can see the Eagles winning, but I mean, with how like just great that Cowboys offense is, I don't think the Eagles are good enough to stop them.
I agree with you. I know Dak did not play his best last Sunday, but I think he's going to bounce back Monday night. Has a good matchup, and I mean he's gonna bounce back nicely. I think Zeke, he finally got it going a little bit, which is good because we're kind of worried about him. Tony Pollard was getting the ball more than him, which was like really weird. Even though Tony Pollard is still a really good running back, he's a really good running back, but. Yeah, I mean, I think that the Eagles, like, first off, their offensive line is starting to get hurt again, apparently. Sad to see it happen because their offensive line's, when healthy, one of the best. Jalen Hurts, still, you can't really doubt him. I really, they're going to come strong. Devonta Smith can have a big game too. That'd be great. Cowboys, still really bad on defense, not really the best. But I think Dak, you can't really doubt Dak. He's going to carry this team no matter what. They're a 5.5-point favorite, so I'll take that line any day of the week. So yeah, just give me the Cowboys in this one. They're gonna move up to 2-1.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we gotta recap some college football for a bit. All right, we had some big games. We had a lot of big games, man. We had Alabama play Florida, went down to the wire. We had Auburn go to Happy Valley, take on Penn State. We had a lot of good ones. Mo, which game do you want to start with first?
Auburn, Penn State.
All right, let's talk. What did you like? What did you not like?
So what I liked, obviously I liked Tank. I think he was like the best player for our team. He brought us like 2 touchdowns, and Jarquez Hunter, like he killed it. I just saw the highlights like a few days ago. Like, I actually didn't.
Yeah, you didn't watch the game. You didn't watch the game last Saturday.
I couldn't watch the game, so I saw the highlights. We were like keeping up, but my number one issue was the pass rush. Like, we literally gave Sean Clifford like 10 seconds to throw the ball. Like, he had so much time to throw. It's like, that's just not good. We need to I think we should have brought more blitzes. Like, we didn't do blitzes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like for the next few games we should open that up, like open up the blitzes. And also the play calling was pretty bad, like especially at the end. Like, why on 4th and goal would you throw a fade when you literally have like 2 great running backs you could just hand it off to? Like,
were they at the 2-yard line as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you on all those things. Look, here's what I liked about the game. If Gus was coaching this game, we would have been out of it.
Yeah, blown out.
Yeah, we would have gotten blown out. What I liked about the game, first off, Bo did not make a lot of mistakes. Obviously, like one of the mistakes I didn't like is when he almost threw a pick 6. That was really bad.
Oh yeah, I saw that as well. Yeah.
I think that the turning point for the game for us was the first play of the 3rd quarter when Kobe Hudson, he fumbled the ball. He was trying to throw the ball and he fumbled, and then they got it back.
What was that? What was that play call? What were they trying to do?
There's just a trick play.
I was like so confused. Like I don't know why no one's talking about it, because that was like a pretty like crucial play.
That was the biggest play. Like obviously, like the 4th and 2 was huge, but I'm not gonna lie to you. If we don't turn that ball over, the game would have turned out different. Being honest with you, the game would have turned out a lot different. Now I'm gonna talk about everyone is after the coach's head. I don't know why. First off, Harsin is the guy. He made adjustments and he kept us in the game. We went into a hostile environment against a top 10 team and we kept up. All right. That is something to be appreciative of. And secondly, it's not the end of the season. Just because we have one non-conference loss, it doesn't mean that it's the end for Auburn. We can still run the table. And if you guys think we can make a national championship, which I really don't think we will, not this year, then okay, great. But Auburn, these fans, they need to stop having high expectations for us. Do we have a good team? Absolutely. Could we beat anyone on any given Saturday? Of course we can. But we're still young at a lot of things. what I like to see was I like Bo Nix's maturity for the most part of the game. I really like just that one decision I didn't like where he almost threw a pick six. That's the one thing I didn't like. But
That's
overall,
like the only bad throw he had. Like he had a solid game.
like, look, he looked for the check down. He didn't scramble a lot like he always did. He saw the check downs. He threw it. I really think our wide receivers, they got to work on their catching. I really think we just don't have big play wide receivers just yet. I think Robertson, he can be that guy. I just think we need a little bit more time to develop these guys. I think they're young, but they're talented, but they're very young. So it's gonna
another thing. I wish we were more aggressive. I wish we threw the ball more deep because I didn't see. From the highlights, I didn't really see any deep balls being attempted. I wish we kind of tried that at least. But what else? Yeah, like you said, the receivers they did not play good. I think Tank and Hunter just carried us honestly on offense.
Yeah, Jarquez Hunter. That's the best 1-2 punch in college football right now. If I'm being honest with you, that's the best 1-2 punch in college football.
Yeah,
and I like them both. Jarquez Hunter, he is a star in the making, bro. Star in the making.
True freshman.
Yes.
I saw that hurdle he had.
Oh, that was the best part. That was the best part.
Did you watch the game? Or were you out?
I watched the second half, most of the second. I went back and watched the first half, but I watched all the second half. I like Tank. I like what Tank did. Honestly, I don't know if you heard. Did you know that Tank was really pissed after the game because he actually won the ball on 4th and 2? I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Because first off, he was going off.
What was that play call? What were they trying to do? Why would you do a fade when you literally have one of the best running backs? That's literally the Seahawks throwing at the one when you have Marshawn Lynch. Why would you do that?
Yeah. So here are a couple of theories I have, right? I think what Bo Nix was trying to do was he was trying to get a flag. He was trying to get a PI there, but he overthrew him a little bit. If Bo Nix underthrew the ball, it would have been a PI. We would have had a first down at the 1 or at the 2. We would have had a first down.
I think that's what Harsin and Mike Bobo were trying to I think that's what they were thinking. That's the only explanation or the reasoning. But I still even then I still don't see why you wouldn't give it to one of our running backs.
Yeah, I know. They were hot. I think we gotta rely on the running game just a little bit more. I want Bo Nix to throw the ball because we need big playability. We can't keep running the ball because we don't want to be one dimensional. Because we need receivers that are going to make big plays for us. I think that's really what we're lacking on offense as well. Another thing, the offensive line played kind of decent. They held their own. I think the offensive line they did pretty good. They gave Bo Nix time. I didn't really see a lot of flaws. I don't know if you saw the highlights. Did you see anything you liked from the offensive line? I had no complaints.
That trick play with Kobe Hudson. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's the O-line's fault, but they didn't necessarily do good on that play. But that play was as a whole was just a disaster.
Yeah,
but, I don't think there was many at least from the highlights. I didn't see the full game, so I can't really
Yeah. So I'll say this too. I agree with you on the pass rush. We need to get to the quarterback. We're giving the quarterback way too much time.
And also, we need to stop running zone so much. I hate zone. As a football fan, I'm not a fan of zone. I prefer man way more.
We have good corners and secondary players. We should.
Yeah.
I
think our defense, they're just fit for zone or not. They're fit for man. I don't think they're fit for zone, honestly.
Me too. I agree. But yeah, the pass rush, we need to solidify that. We need to get that. But overall, I'm not if you ask me, am I bummed that we lost? Of course I am, but I'm not disappointed in how we fought because we kept it close. It's not like we got blown out by 20.
It's not like the Auburn Georgia game last year where they didn't even try. It seemed like
I felt like they didn't try either. So, but yeah, that was the game. Actually, one of the best games of last weekend. Another big game was Alabama, Florida. It was actually a close game until the end. It was 21-3 in the first quarter, and then Florida started to come back. They lost 31-29, and I don't know what they were thinking on the 2-point conversion. They're trying to run a zone read, but it didn't develop. But good game by Florida. Good game.
Yeah,
honestly,
I saw the highlights of that as well. That 2-point conversion, they did run. that they ran zone read a lot that play or that game, and it worked like a lot. Like it seemed like Alabama like didn't know how to stop it. Honestly, I'm like, I mean, if Florida kept up, like if it wasn't for that first quarter is what killed them. Honestly,
Yeah, it did.
because they started off terrible. They threw like a pick. Uh, they
Yeah.
just yeah.
And I think also like we can potentially see them play in the SEC championship game in December. If I'm being honest with you, I can see it actually happening.
Well, I mean, they got to beat Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, Georgia played really well against South Carolina, but then again, like it's South Carolina. But yeah, Georgia will also be a good fight. Another big game I actually really want to talk about was Nebraska Oklahoma. I don't think Oklahoma is that good.
They're not.
They're literally not that good. So
And also, oh, okay, wait. Well, first let's talk about Oklahoma, and then I want to talk about another team.
okay, go ahead. What do you want to talk about with Oklahoma?
I don't know why, but like Spencer Rattler, he's just not playing good. Like I feel like his decision making is just not good. Like the first game against the Tulane, yeah, Tulane.
Yep.
I saw that like the first pick he threw, the flat was literally wide open, but instead he threw it like into triple coverage deep.
Yeah, that was way too risky, and it didn't pay off. I just didn't know. I'm just surprised with how Oklahoma kept it close with Nebraska. I don't, and it should have not been like that. Oklahoma should have won by like 30, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest with you. And also, like the one best part was DJ Graham's INT. That was like the best like part of that game where he made that one-handed
Did you
grab.
hear Lincoln Riley was mad at that play?
Why?
Because he gave him bad field position. It was a fourth down. They would have been at like the 50, but instead they're at like their 10.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
And
Not
then,
actually.
and then they like they went 4 now after that. So I could see like
Why he was mad? Yeah. I understand. Yeah. But yeah, Oklahoma, man, I don't know. I know they're number 3, but I don't think they're a top 3 team.
I can name way better teams than them.
Me too. Who's another team that you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, I want to talk about Clemson. Like I don't know what is going on at Clemson. I actually have no idea. Like they are playing bad on offense. I don't care. Their defense is playing decent, so I'm not gonna get into their defense. But oh my god, I don't know what is going on with that offense.
Me too.
Like I don't know if it's the play. I feel like it's the play calling, but like, dude, like their O line's bad as well. Their O line's playing really bad.
They're not really. Yeah, I agree with you on that. They should have not kept it close with Georgia Tech. I know they had a rain delay, but still, you can't keep it close with them. Like you really can't. Like, okay, you won the game, great. But you know what this means? The ACC is just as weak as ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's a contender right now? Like, I'm thinking like right now, it looks like it's North Carolina and Clemson. Virginia Tech lost. They might put up a fight, but they lost as well. So the ACC, man, I really don't know. I'm really conflicted on them right now. They should have not won this game by 6 points. I would have liked to see Georgia Tech win just for the memes. I just would have liked it. And I think that Georgia Tech almost did. I think they lost on the last play of the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not high on Clemson. I'm not high on Notre Dame either. You know what I mean? Yeah, they won 27-13, but still not high on them at all. I really don't think that they're it. They're not going to make the playoff, and I don't think they should. Let's talk about teams that impress us, right? 2 teams really impressing me right now. Ole Miss, they're playing really good football.
Yeah,
I really like Matt Corral, played really good last week, 23-31, 335, and 3 touchdowns.
Honestly, he's my Heisman for now.
Yeah.
I think he's my Heisman.
Him and Bryce Young are my Heismans for now, being honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both like great. Ole Miss against Alabama is going to be very interesting in a couple weeks, so I can't wait for that. Another team really impressing me, Arkansas. I think that these guys like I like KJ Jefferson. He's great. All right, that's like Cam in the flesh right there. His build is like Cam. He plays like Cam. Like literally, KJ Jefferson.
Who's that?
Their quarterback.
What team?
Arkansas.
Oh yeah, they don't have what's his name?
Yeah, he left.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, but yeah, he left. He's not there anymore, obviously. But yeah, Arkansas, man, they might play a little bit of spoiler. They're 3-0 right now. They're coming off a big win against Texas week 2. But I mean, hey, look at them. you know. And one more team, just want to talk about a team that's really not that great, Miami. They are not good.
Oh yeah, dude. You know, they are number one in missed tackles so far in college football. They have 64 missed tackles.
What?
Yeah, 64. And guess who's second? I forgot the team, but they have like 30 missed tackles. It's literally a huge gap.
What's the gap between? Wait, it's 30. Is it 30 tackles in between? Like, what's the gap? Do you know?
They have like the second team has like 32.
Man.
Yeah, dude, their defense. I don't know what is up.
Hey, did you see that play for Michigan State where the Miami corner about to go for a tackle, but instead he went for a blocker?
Yeah, I sent you that.
How do you do that?
I have no idea.
How do you do that, man? But yeah, Miami is not that great. They got destroyed by Michigan State too, 38-17. Michigan State, by the way, kind of underrated as well. I like Kenneth Walker a lot. He is a really good running back. So, but yeah, those are like the week 3 games. I mean, great, good games, 2 really good games last weekend. You know, hopefully week 4 lives up to that. But before we get into those games, we got to talk about CJ Stroud. So he's going to be out this week against Akron. Kyle McCord and Jack Miller will start. They were going to split duties at quarterback. Mo, why do you think that they're resting CJ Stroud? Like, what do you think the reasoning is behind it? Obviously, it's that shoulder, but like, what do you think? Do you think it's beyond that?
I mean, I don't know. I actually I'm so confused why they did that. I mean, maybe it's like they don't want to risk. They want to be like they're playing Akron, so it's like they're not good. So I think they're just resting. I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, like what do you think this Ohio State team needs to do to prove to the country that they're contenders? Because right now I feel like they're not. I'm looking at their team. They did not play well against Oregon week 2. So like, let me ask you, like, what do you think Ohio State needs to do
Oh yeah,
just to keep it going?
Oregon. They're top 4 now.
Yeah. They're really, really good. And, you know, that's another team that everyone should keep an eye out for. But yeah, like Ohio State, I don't know, man. Like, I really don't know about them. I feel like right now the top dogs in the Big Ten are probably Penn State.
Yeah.
For now, it's Penn State. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's going to be a problem for Ohio State. They play Akron. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Now, the issue would be if CJ Stroud's out another week, then I'm going to be asking questions. But I think for now, it's probably a good thing to rest him, being honest with you.
Yep, I agree.
All right, next up, the college football playoff the expansion has been delayed. Apparently, it's been delayed due to, I don't know what reasons. I read it today. Apparently, I don't know what the reasoning is. I think they're waiting to see what happens with this expansion with Oklahoma and Texas joining the SEC. Mo, what do you think about this whole thing being delayed? Like, what do you think is going on with this?
I mean, I'm pretty annoyed because I don't like the 14 playoff format. Like, it's like really boring now, and it's just what's it called?
Mm-hmm.
It's just drawn out. Like, it's just too much. And I feel like just an expanded playoff team, it would just be way more entertaining than just the same 4 teams, and then that one like Pac-12 team getting blown out.
Yeah, exactly. It just doesn't make sense. If you have more teams, you're going to have more football. It's going to be more ratings. It's going to bring in more money. So I don't really see what the big deal is. I don't see what the issue is. I think it's a win for all of college football and for the fans. It's a win for the fans as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that. I don't know how long this delay is going to last. We'll keep you updated as we go, but this is just brand new news. There's not really much that's describing as to why, but I'm going to say it's because of the whole Texas and Oklahoma joining the SEC. I think that's like the reasoning why it's been on hold for a while. So yeah, that's all we'll say about that. And we'll try to come back to it in the next coming weeks.
Damn, Iowa's the 5th team in the country.
Yeah, they are.
Dang.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're playing Penn State in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good game. Really good game. Okay, so I have week 4 predictions. I'm going to do it off the college pick'em app because I don't really want to go through like top 25 teams. Like I really don't think we should pick Georgia playing Vanderbilt. Like who cares, right? So I'm just going to go off college pick'em. The first game they have is Notre Dame traveling to Wisconsin to take on the Badgers. Wisconsin is a 6.5-point favorite going into this game. Top 25 matchup in Soldier Field. Mo, who do you think is going to take this one?
Dude. Wait, what are the teams again?
Notre Dame and Wisconsin.
Ooh, that could be a good game, honestly.
I think it will be as well. Game day's going. Game day's going there.
Wow. I need to think about this. I mean, Notre Dame, I just don't like. I don't think they're a good team. I mean, Wisconsin, they're like decent. I think Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin's gonna upset.
Yeah, me too. I have Wisconsin upsetting. I don't think it should
Notre
be a
Dame is just
no-brainer.
not good.
Yeah, Notre Dame is not great. They have not played great competition. And I think Wisconsin, like, I think they're going to put up a really good fight. I think Wisconsin's just a little bit better, if I'm being honest with you. I really just don't like Notre Dame at all.
Wow, it's 50-50 picked on.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I'm definitely going with the Badgers on this one. I think they're going to get this win. And Notre Dame's going to fall far out of the top 25. They're still going to be in it, but not even close to a playoff. So that makes me happy. So, yeah. Next up, we got Texas Tech traveling to Austin, Texas, take on the Texas Longhorns. Texas is a 9-point favorite going into this game. Texas Tech, by the way, just letting you know, they're 3-0. Mo, who do you got?
The Texas rivalry. I think Texas is gonna win. I don't know who Texas Tech's played to be 3-0. I mean, they probably played garbage teams, but okay. I mean, I don't know much about Texas Tech. So I mean, I really don't have an opinion on them, but I think Texas, like, that talent-wise, they have the better team. So I'm gonna go Texas.
Me too. I mean, by the way, so the teams that Texas Tech has played so far are Houston, Stephen F. Austin, and FIU. So
yeah, I mean, they played trash teams.
Yeah. So, and I think Texas, I know obviously they lost to Arkansas, but Arkansas is ranked in the top 25 right now, and they went to Arkansas in a hostile environment. And Austin's going to be rocking. So you got to go with the Longhorns. So yeah, give me Texas in this one. I think it's going to be a really good game. Next up, we got the Iowa State Cyclones traveling to Waco, Texas, to take on the Baylor Bears. Mo, who do you got? And Iowa State is a 7-point favorite, by the way.
I got Iowa State. I still think they're a solid team, and Baylor, they're just not good. Like, they're not that good. So, I mean, they're not as good as they used to be. I mean, they weren't even good, actually, when they had a good team or when they had good players.
Yeah, that's true. Baylor is 3-0, but the teams they played are Texas State, who they've won by 9, Texas Southern, and Kansas. So
they have played trash.
Now, obviously, they're in Waco, so the game's going to be a little bit more interesting because they're going to have home field advantage. Iowa State, look, they lost to Iowa, and Iowa's a top 5 team, right? So, really nothing you can – you can't really complain about that because Iowa's top 5. And, I was thinking about picking Baylor because they're at home, but just because of the level of competition that they have played so far, I really don't think it's a good idea to pick Baylor. So I'm going to take Iowa State. I think it's going to be closer than what people think. I know the line is Iowa State by 7. I don't think it'll be by 7. I think it'll come down to the wire and often a field goal. So that's where I'm at with that one. But yeah, next up, I think it's probably going to be game of the week. I think this is going to be the best game on TV. It's the Texas A&M Aggies traveling to Fayetteville, Arkansas to take on the Razorbacks. Texas A&M is a 5-point favorite going into this game. Mo, who do you got?
Dude, I got Arkansas. I don't like A&M, honestly. Isn't their QB have like an injury?
Yeah, he's out. The starting quarterback is out.
Yeah.
Until like mid-October.
I got Arkansas, man.
Oh yeah, me too. Absolutely. I got Arkansas on this one. First off, they're coming out. They're 3-0. They're hot. They're playing really good football right now. A&M, they really scared me week 1. Like they scared me against Colorado, if I'm being honest with you. They really did. I did not like the way they played against Colorado. I know they had their quarterback got hurt, but still, like, you should have won that game by at least 20, in my opinion. Arkansas, they're playing great football. They're on fire. They're hitting on all cylinders. I think the team, like, they're playing great, But I think this game's going to be close. Look, it's never mind. It's not in Fayetteville. It's in AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, because they usually play in Texas. So A&M will have the home field advantage, but I think Arkansas is going to take this one. I think they're going to win in this rivalry. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is an AT&T Stadium.
That's true. That's true. And these games, by the way, are usually close. They're usually not blowouts.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be an interesting game. It's a 2:30 kickoff, 3:30 Eastern kickoff. Next up, we got Rutgers traveling to Ann Arbor to take on the Michigan Wolverines. Michigan is a 20.5-point favorite going into this game. What do you got? And by the way, just letting you know, Rutgers is 3-0.
I have Michigan. Rutgers, dude, Rutgers are not good. Like, they've always been trash. I mean, I get they're 3-0, but like, I don't know who they played.
Okay, so they've played Temple, where they won 61-14. They played Syracuse, where they won 17-7, and they played Delaware.
I mean,
yeah.
I still got Michigan.
Me too. Michigan's actually been playing kind of good. I'm not going to lie to you. They actually have a good run game. They're running back right now, 48 carries, 470 yards, and 7 touchdowns so far. Yeah, doing really good. They actually have the running game going, which is really good. I think that's something they've been lacking for the longest time. But yeah, I mean, give me Michigan. I know they're a 20.5-point favorite. I think they're going to win by double digits, but I don't think they're going to win by 21, being just my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah. Next game on, wow. Okay, this is an interesting game. So the UTSA Roadrunners are traveling to Memphis to take on the Memphis Tigers. Actually, really interesting. I wonder why they picked this game. I'm going to look into it right now.
Because both teams are 3-0.
And Memphis, by the way, 3-point favorite going into this one. Mo, who do you got?
I got Memphis. I mean, their QB Hennigan. He's thrown 8 touchdowns so far this year. So I mean, they got a solid QB. And Memphis are always good. They're always a good team.
Yeah.
I mean, I will admit, like their game last year, like the refs helped them.
Oh, last week, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you.
And the SEC made a statement saying that there were like multiple mistakes against Mississippi State.
I mean, the thing is, dude, like the ref literally threw his marker down to mark where the ball was, and they still kept it going. He was literally about to throw his hands up until they picked up the ball. Yeah. You know, to call the play dead. But looking at this right now, yeah, I got Memphis. Look, I know they're coming off a big win against Mississippi State, a game that they should have not won. They should have not won that game. UTSA is 3-0. They beat Illinois at home, which is really weird. I can't believe they did that. They beat Lamar and they beat Middle Tennessee State. I think Memphis is going to win. I think Memphis is the best team in the American Conference right now. I think they're just playing on all cylinders. They're just playing great football. And, you know, you really can't go wrong with how they're going, like how they're playing. They're at home. They play in a great environment, by the way, as well. Like their stadium is always rocking. So, yeah, I really don't know much about UTSA to give them a win. So, yeah, I'm going to give Memphis this one. But I think it's going to be close. We got a few more games to go. Next up, we got UCLA traveling to Stanford to take on the Cardinal. UCLA right now, they're ranked number 24 in the country, and they are a 4-point favorite. Mo, who do you got?
Honestly, I think I'm gonna go with the upset. I think Stanford's gonna win.
Okay.
UCLA, I know they beat LSU, but they lost to Fresno State 40-37. So I mean, like it's still UCLA. Like they still lose games that they should win. So I mean, I think I'm gonna go with Stanford. I think this is gonna be my upset game.
Okay, that's fine. I got UCLA. I think that I like Dorian Thompson-Robinson. I think he's great, and I think Charbonnet is good too. I didn't really understand the whole loss to Fresno State. Fresno State is ranked in the top 25 right now. They're ranked like number 22 or 23. They're ranked number 22. So, yeah, it was just a weird game how they lost. I think that they're going to bounce back. I don't think the Stanford team is as good as people think that they are. They played against the USC team with a dysfunctional head coach in Clay Helton. And, I mean, I just don't know. I really don't trust Stanford. I know they have a really good head coach in David Shaw. And I know Chip Kelly's the head coach of UCLA, and I don't like him a lot. But I think Dorian Thompson-Robinson is going to get this win. I think they're going to take this. They're a 4-point favorite. And I'll take that line, actually. So, yeah, give me UCLA in this one. Next, we got the Kansas State Wildcats traveling to Oklahoma State to take on the Cowboys. The Oklahoma State Cowboys are a 5.5-point favorite. Very interesting. Stillwater, Oklahoma. Both teams 3-0. Big 12 conference game. Mo, who do you got?
I got Oklahoma State. Kansas State, didn't they lose like? Oh no, they're undefeated.
Yeah, they're undefeated. Both teams are undefeated.
Actually, I don't.
It's a tough game because like they're going to Stillwater. It's going to be in a tough environment. They're both 3-0, so it's kind of like something you got to think about.
Kansas State's QB, he's yet to throw a touchdown this season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Oklahoma State's quarterback. He only threw 1 touchdown so far.
Dang, this is tough. Actually, I think, dude, I actually don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I have Kansas State. I think Kansas State is gonna win.
Yeah, me too. I got Kansas State. Gonna be a close game, in my opinion. Both teams 3-0, trying to get an edge in the Big 12. I feel like the Big 12 is kind of like in a weird state right now because Oklahoma's there, and I don't know how they're feeling right now. But yeah, I mean, give me Kansas State in this one, a close game. This is actually the next game is gonna be very interesting. Got West Virginia traveling to take on the Oklahoma Sooners in Norman. Oklahoma is a 17-point favorite, which is really, really disrespectful. I do not like that. West Virginia is coming off a big win against ranked upset win against Virginia Tech. Mo, who do you got?
I want to pick West Virginia, but I feel like Oklahoma's gonna win. But I love to pick West Virginia, but I think Oklahoma's gonna win. But if West Virginia do win, I certainly won't be surprised.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't be surprised either. Now, obviously, I saw the head coach's record for West Virginia against ranked teams. I think this is like his second win out of like 9 games against home teams. I mean, against ranked teams, which is actually very, that's just like tough, my opinion. But I mean, I really also want to pick West Virginia. Like I really do, because I think they're kind of underrated, but I'm going to go Oklahoma. I'm going to go with a safe pick here. I'm going to go with this. I feel like it's the smart pick. It's the safe pick. They're a 17-point favorite, which is very, very disrespectful. I really don't like that line. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. But yeah, give me Oklahoma. And it's going to be close because if Oklahoma's played close against Nebraska and Tulane, then this game's going to be close too. So yeah, give me Oklahoma in this one. And the last and final game from College Pick'em, we got Oregon State traveling to Los Angeles to take on the USC Trojans. USC is an 11-point favorite going into this one. Both teams are 2-1. Mo, who do you got?
Well, I mean, right now USC is like a complete dumpster fire because like they fired their coach.
They won the game that he got fired in. Like the game after he got fired, they won that game.
Who they play?
They played one sec. I got it right here.
Oh, Washington State.
Yeah, they beat Washington State. Even though I don't think Washington State's that good, to be honest with you. Also, forgot to mention this. USC quarterback Jackson Dart is out indefinitely after undergoing surgery to repair a meniscus injury. So that's another big factor going into this game on Saturday night. So Mo, what are you thinking?
Honestly, I might pick Oregon State.
Yeah, I need to pick an upset. I picked one upset, but I think I need to pick another one.
I think Oregon State's gonna win.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go Oregon State too, bro. Like I don't if you lose your starting quarterback, I mean maybe the second stringer is probably pretty good. I really don't know. No, Slavis is I don't even think Slavis is even playing too. I think he's out too.
Yikes.
Oh no, never mind. Slavis is starting. Sorry. Dart replaced him because Slavis was knocked out of the game because of a neck injury. Slavis is playing, but I don't know if that neck is going to be a problem. Okay, I thought, hey, they're saying this Dart guy was pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you. They're saying he was really good. He came in
good.
But I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I don't know if I want to pick them with Slavis or not. Because, I mean, yeah, Because listen, dude, you know Dart, he came off the bench and he threw for almost 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah,
He went off. What's
he's
up with
not
USC?
playing.
What's up with USC quarterbacks? Like they do really good and then they get hurt. It's kind of like a weird, it's kind of a sad trend to see. You know, JT Daniels. I mean, but yeah, like I mean, I don't know. This game is actually one of the more like this game and the West Virginia game are tough. I think I'm gonna pick Oregon State. I'm gonna pick Oregon State. I'm gonna go with them. That's like my final decision. I'm going with Oregon State.
Same.
Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the games because I really don't want to pick the other top 25 games, especially like no one really cares about Penn State playing Villanova. Literally, no one cares. So, yeah, that is it for episode 9 of Gridiron Entertainment. Please follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Listen to us on Spotify. Until next time, I'm Mo. I mean, I'm Omar. That's
Wow.
funny.
Wow.
I botched. Sorry, I'm not Mo.
Wow. You're
It's
an
okay.
idiot.
It's like, hey, it's a long night. Okay, we've been on this. I don't know how long we've been recording for. Actually,
This is a long episode.
yeah, but we had a lot to cover because we missed a day. But it's okay. Look, until next time, I'm Omar,
And I am Mo.
and we'll see you guys on the next episode.